La 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 la. Hoist the sails, we're setting the stage. Welcome aboard this floating cage. A crew of fools with gold in their eyes. Stories of treasure and pies in the skies. Yo ho ho and a mic in hand. Welcome to the wildest show in the land. With rum in our mugs and tales to spin. The Golddigger's podcast is about to begin. Lie da lie da lie da lie. A captain with jokes as salty as the sea. A peg-legged drummer who keeps the beat. And a cook who's burning everything we eat.
All right, welcome back to the Golddigger Show, everybody. I'm Brandon, and Ariana's here with me. And Golddigger is with Petey the Dragon on a quick adventure. Now that I think about it, he didn't tell anyone where they were going. And, if you're tuning in for the first time, where have you been? But seriously, today we're diving into a band that, honestly, just blew the doors off what rock could be. Ariana, you ready to get a little wild?
Oh my gosh, yes. I am so ready. I feel like I need to put on a leather jacket and just, roll around in glitter or something. We're talking about the Stooges, right? The original rock rebels from Ann Arbor, Michigan. I mean, Detroit's music scene was already, super gritty and cool, but the Stooges just took it to a whole new level.
Yeah, exactly. So, the Stooges, sometimes people call them Iggy and the Stooges, but, same band, formed in the late 60s. You had Iggy Pop, who, the guy's a legend, right? Then Ron Asheton on guitar, Scott Asheton on drums, and Dave Alexander on bass. Each of them brought something totally raw and, unpredictable to the mix. Iggy was like this wild frontman, but Ron's guitar was just as ferocious. And honestly, the whole Detroit scene, it was like this pressure cooker for new sounds. You had Motown, but then you had these guys just smashing everything apart.
Totally. And okay, confession time. My first time hearing I Wanna Be Your Dog, I was like, what is happening? It was so raw and kinda dangerous, but in a way that made me wanna, join a pirate crew or something, like Golddigger style. I just wanted to be a rock pirate and break all the rules. That song is pure attitude.
That's the thing. The Stooges made you feel like you could just, tear down the walls. And, Ariana, I love that you brought up the pirate thing, because, as we talked about in our first episode, there's this whole rebellious spirit that connects pirates and rockers. The Stooges, man, they were the real deal. They didn't care about being polished or, fitting in. They just wanted to make noise and shake things up.
And they totally did. Iggy Pop was basically the original wild child. He was climbing on speakers, rolling in glass. Don't do that at home, by the way. And just making every show an adventure. It's kinda like if Golddigger was in a band, he'd be Iggy, right?
Oh, for sure. And their debut album, The Stooges, was just, it was a shock to the system. You had tracks like 1969, which, by the way, is still one of the best opening tracks ever. The whole album was like this punch in the face to the flower power thing going on at the time. It was aggressive, it was minimalist, and it was honestly kind of scary for people who weren't ready for it.
Yeah. And their live shows were legendary for being totally out of control. I read that people would leave the venue just stunned. And, okay, Brandon, didn't you say there was that one WKRD event where a Stooges cover band almost destroyed the stage?
Oh man, yeah, that was... Okay, so we had this Stooges tribute band come in for, I think it was our Rock Mayhem night, and they took the whole chaos thing a little too literally. The lead singer tried to climb the lighting rig, the bassist was swinging his instrument around, and I swear the stage was shaking, security was freaking out, and the boss was yelling at me in my earpiece to cut the mics. It was, honestly, the most Stooges thing ever. I mean, it was a mess, but it was beautiful. It totally captured that spirit of, like, anything can happen.
That is so wild. I feel like that's what makes the Stooges so cool, though. Like, they weren't trying to be perfect. They just wanted to make you feel something, even if it was, like, a little bit scared. And, like, 1969 is such a mood. It's, like, bored, but also, like, ready to explode. I don't know, it's hard to explain, but you just feel it.
No, that's exactly it. Their music was like this big middle finger to the idea that rock had to be pretty or, safe. And honestly, you can hear their influence in so many bands that came after. But, we'll get to that in a sec. I just want to say, if you ever get a chance to see a Stooges cover band, maybe wear a helmet, just in case.
Or, like, bring a pirate hat, just to keep the chaos on brand for us, you know?
So, after all that mayhem, the Stooges actually broke up in the 70s, but they got back together in the 2000s, which is kind of wild. I mean, after all those years, they still had that same energy. And their influence? It's everywhere. Punk, alternative, even some metal bands. So many artists owe something to the Stooges. Like, you listen to early punk, and it's basically just people trying to capture that same raw power.
Yeah, totally. And, like, their attitude was just as important as their music. They made it okay to be weird or loud or, like, totally not what people expected. I feel like bands like the Ramones or even, like, Nirvana kind of took that do-your-own-thing vibe from the Stooges. It's like they gave everyone permission to be a little bit wild.
And honestly, it's not just bands. It's like a whole attitude. Even here at WKRD, I feel like we're channeling a little Stooges energy every time Golddigger goes off on one of his unsupervised adventures. Speaking of, he's not here today. He's out with Petey, and I'm a little concerned. Last time he was unsupervised, we ended up with glitter in the soundboard for like a month.
Oh my gosh, yes! Like, what if they find, like, a fog machine or something? Or, like, try to stage dive off the roof? I mean, I love Golddigger, but, like, the public should probably be warned when he's out there with Petey and no one to supervise. It's very Stooges, though. Just pure chaos and fun.
Yeah, it's that same spirit. Just, a little less broken glass, hopefully. But that's what makes rock and roll and this show so much fun. You never know what's going to happen next. And, that's kind of the legacy of the Stooges, right? Just keep pushing, keep breaking stuff. Figuratively, not literally, please. And keep having fun.
Exactly. So, if you're out there listening, maybe channel a little Stooges energy today. Be bold, be weird, and, like, don't be afraid to make some noise. But, like, maybe don't roll in glass. Or, leave the pirate adventures to Golddigger and Petey for now.
All right, that's it for today's episode of the Golddigger Show. Thanks for hanging out with us and talking all things Stooges. Ariana, always a blast.
So much fun. Can't wait for next time. Don't forget about getting our phone app. Works on every phone that can access the internet. Go to WKRDradio.com and click the app button. Easy peasy. Bye, Brandon. Bye, everyone.
Yo ho ho and a mic in hand. Welcome to the wildest show in the land, with rum in our mugs and tales to spin. The Golddiggers podcast is about to begin. Light a light a light a light, light a light a light, the light a light a light a light, light a light a light. Lend us your ears or we'll take them by force. This ship's not your usual podcast course. From cursed doubloons to maps with no end, every story's a treasure that we'll defend. Yo ho ho and a mic in hand. Welcome to the wildest show in the land, with rum in our mugs and tales to spin. The Golddiggers podcast is about to begin. Light a light a light a light, light a light a light, the light a light a light a light, light a light a light, the light a light a light a light, light a light light light.